Hello friends, I'm here looking crazy per usual, but I'm actually here to talk about something quite important. A lot of my friends and people around me are having a no-buy or low-buy right now, and after Christmas and Black Friday and all of that, it's understandable that we need to save some money. And it can be really hard sometimes, so I figured that I will make a video to show you some tips and tricks on how to make your low buy or no buy more fun. I'm sure that you have heard some of those tips and tricks before, but I think it's a good idea to remind yourself sometimes that you can save money and still have fun with stuff you already own. I'm personally on a little bit different kind of low buy, I would say, because I still want to buy products, I still receive PR, but I don't want to bring in as many products as usual. So I'm kind of having a every second month no buy with purchase, I would say. So for example, in January I'm allowing myself to buy something nice, but not too much, and the next month I just buy things that is empty and I don't have any replacement of them, and I can't buy anything new unless it's something that is really limited edition or that I have been planning to buy anyway if it's on sale, for example. I have heard that people call this concept as a slow buy, which basically means that you buy things slower, not as impulsive as you maybe would have done otherwise or so. And this is something that I have been doing for years and years because I have a big collection, I can't deny that. Basically, the concept is that I buy something one month and the next month I only buy stuff that I can't replace with another product. For example, if my shampoo is empty and I don't have any more shampoo to use, I will allow myself to buy a new shampoo, but I can't buy a new eyeshadow palette because I haven't used an eyeshadow palette. I hope that you get what I mean. To give you an even more concrete example, I can tell you that in January I did buy one palette, and I don't think I did buy any more makeup. I can't recall that I did buy any more makeup than just one palette and like 3 single shadows. In February, I'm planning to not buy any makeup except for some replacements. We will see how it goes, but so far it has been working out well. And then in March, I'm allowing myself to buy something nice for myself, but not too much, because for me, my low buy or slow buy or what to call it is about not bringing in too much makeup or products in my collection since I already own so much. I want to be able to use the products that I own, and yeah, it's what has been working the best for me. I know that some people does total no buy, and well, that could work, but I feel like it works better for me when I'm not restricting myself too much, because I don't feel like one palette in every second month is too much. But it's all about perspective and how you want your collection to look like. And I'm someone who declutters a lot of products. Don't make the declutter a reason for you to buy something new, because that's not the reason of decluttering, in my opinion. I declutter because I only want to keep the best of the best, at least when it comes to certain products like eyeshadows or something like that, because I don't see any reason to use products that I don't love. When it comes to base products or products that I use a lot and use up fast, I tend to not declutter them because I want to make them work, but unless they are totally not working on me. So decluttering for me is to keep my collection still manageable and full of products that makes me happy. Similar to the KonMari method, I guess you could call it, except that it's maybe not that minimalistic in my collection. Anyhow, I'm here to tell you my tips and tricks on how to make your no buy or low buy or slow buy more fun. I will probably read a little bit from my phone because I can't remember all my notes in my head. Okay, so this is a very obvious one. and that is to dupe the products that you want. It could be a new release that you have been seeing. You want this product so bad, but look through your collection because chances are that you already own what you want. For example, if you want a palette, you can look through your palettes or your single shadows and try to dupe the colors. And with duping, I mean that you are trying to almost copy the colors that you want. So for example, you can make a custom palette and add the single shades and then try to dupe the palette, so to say. My next tip is actually something that I told my friend quite recently to do, and she was like, I can't buy makeup right now, but I really want liquid bronzer and liquid blushes and liquid eyeshadows because they are so popular right now and I really want them in my collection. And I asked her, have you tried to mix products to get the result that you want? For example, you can mix foundation with a pressed powder bronzer or a pressed eyeshadow or a pressed blush, and then you suddenly get those cream products that you want. You can also mix a white base with eyeshadow or bronzer or whatever you want, and that will be a cream product. Or if you have a creamy foundation, you can mix that. It's all about mixing and having fun. And besides that, it's really fun to mix products. You also are saving money, and maybe you will find something that you love even more than the product that you actually wanted in the first place. Another thing that really can boost your no buy or low buy is to put up challenges for yourself. For example, you can pick 5 products that you need to use up before they expire and make it as a challenge, or maybe make a spreadsheet where you write down, I need to use this certain product at least 5 times before I pick a new product, and so on. So for example, I need to use this palette 5 times before I try another palette. Or it could be, I need to use a certain shade in a palette before I go to another shade. And this is a way for you to get to know your collection even better than you was before. Another tip is, if you have friends that are into makeup or beauty products as you are, you can exchange products with your friends, because chances are that you are sitting on products that any one of you want, and you will suddenly have new products to play with. Of course, I know that this is not that works for everyone, because not everyone has friends that are into makeup, but maybe you have some cousin or family member or just someone in your life that you feel like you can share this common interest with, or maybe friends on Instagram. And if you're going to do this, I just want to say that you shouldn't exchange used mascara and things that isn't easy to sanitize. Powder products are really easy to sanitize, and products that has like a squeeze tube you can exchange. And of course you need to check that the products are in a nice condition before you exchange them, but I don't think that I need to tell you that. And on a similar theme, you can actually declutter your products and sell them. I know that not everyone is into buying used product, but some people actually are. And with that money, you can either save them or maybe put on a budget that you allow yourself to buy something new. But of course not overdoing it, because we want to keep our collections in a curated way. Sorry for my bad pronunciations, as always. When you're selling the products, there is a couple of benefits. First of all, you don't waste the product and you will provide to the environment. And the products are getting a new home, they will be used, hopefully. And maybe someone has been looking for a particular product but haven't been able to find it because it maybe was limited edition or something like that. And I also want to point out that some of us are actually sitting on makeup that we haven't been using and are totally fine to sell too if we don't see any value in keeping them. For example, we maybe got a gift from someone and we know that we won't use that bright pink blush anytime ever. Or maybe we did buy a collectible item just for looking at it, and now we are so tired of looking at it, so then sell it. I mean, even if it's just a couple of coins you're getting for it, it's still money and you get some more space in your collection. What I'm trying to say is that you need to get this mindset that you don't need to keep everything. Even if you love makeup, you don't need to keep everything just because it looks pretty, and especially if you don't use it. And I totally understand that some people want to keep products that are meaning a lot for them for specific reasons. For example, if you got something from a person in your life that passed away or something. Or yeah, we have all our reasons for keeping some certain things. And that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about products that we absolutely have no reason to keep. And on the mixing team, I want to say that you can try to find a new purpose for products that you maybe didn't love or that you want to get rid of. But before you get rid of them, give them another try. For example, you can mix a highlighter with body lotion so you get a liquid highlighter, and use a bad conditioner as a shaving foam. And I actually used one of those bottles that is like 7-second treatment that you put in your hair, and it wasn't bad, but I didn't feel like it was providing too much to my hair. So I actually tried to use it on my makeup brushes after I did put on shampoo, and then I did put this treatment on the brushes, and they are as good as new. So that's actually a thing that I will continue doing even now after I have been using up the product. And this is something that most of you of course know already, but you can use lipsticks on your cheeks as a blush and maybe on the eyes, but make sure that you're using eye safe or face safe products. Another thing that you can do is to clean your products so they look as good as new, because this will give you a feeling that you want to use those products even more because they look so pretty, and we love these shiny beautiful things. That's why we are into makeup. I'm sure that most of you can agree with me on that. So if you clean and keep your products looking good as new, I'm sure that you will reach for them even more. If you want your collection to look a little bit more fun or cute, you can buy stickers and put them on your products and decorate them so they look more fun. I don't have any example of that right now, but it's something that you can do. And that's also something you can do if you, for example, have a brand that you don't support anymore. You can just give them a new packaging. Oh, by the way, I actually have a palette from the brand Saints, Angels, Sinners that I actually did a collab palette with a couple of years ago. And this is not a video to talk about that drama. I don't support them anymore, but I actually own one palette that I can show you how I decorated. Wait a second. Okay, so I'm back. This is how the palette looks like now. I did put some kind of marble pattern in the background, and then I did put on some cats. It looks very cute. So that's something that you can do with your palettes that you feel like, I'm not sure about this brand, or for some reason you don't want to see the packaging. Something else that you can do is to do like a palette bingo, where you pick certain numbers and then you need to use those numbers on your eyes from the eyeshadows. I'm not good at explaining this concept, but I think you know how it works with bingo, right? And if you happen to have a pile full of products that you have decluttered or planning to get rid of, maybe you can put them to use before you go to the shower. For example, if you are someone who isn't into color, but you have this purple lipstick and you don't know when you are going to use it, put it on before you go into the shower, or try those crazy eye looks that you would never wear out and about, because this will allow you to be able to be more comfortable with yourself and your style while you're having fun and using the products that you already have. And maybe you suddenly realize that I actually look pretty good in that purple lipstick. So just have fun with the products that you have. Don't be afraid of using color. I know that a lot of people are unsubscribing from newsletter or different social media accounts that shows a lot of new released makeup, but I personally think that it's a good thing to still see them, even though if you aren't able to buy it, because that will make you be able to look through your collection and see what's popular. Of course, this won't work for everyone, so please check with yourself. Will this make me want to buy more? Or are you more like me and feel like you still want to be inspired by the new color schemes that are coming out? Another thing is that you can talk with your friends and say, I want this product, but please tell me reasons to not buy it. So I will give you an example.
Oh, Smeek, I really want that blush palette that you have.
This one, for example. And then I will be like, do you really need it? It has almost identical colors. I'm sure that you already have it. That's what a good friend would say. And you would continue to bring those reasons to not let your friend buy those products. Maybe you're both on a no buy and you can support each other by telling those things. Like, it could be the smallest reasons to not buy something. For example, maybe someone isn't into those sleek black packagings. They only want those really extravagant packagings, and that's one reason for someone to not buy it. Or maybe it's the size of the pants or the shape of the pants, because I can be like that sometimes, like, I don't like that this brand suddenly switched to square pants, or like that. It's very nitpicky of me, but it's a way for me to still be able to control my intake of products in my collection. How ridiculous it even can sound like. I also want to say that I obviously understand that it's harder for someone who doesn't receive PR to have a no buy or low buy. I can't deny that. I totally understand that it's harder for you. It's not impossible, because you can still have a lot of fun with your existing collection. You can mix things, you can put up challenges. I'm sure that you can do it. And if you want someone that pushes you in that direction, please come to me. Not everyone. I don't have time to answer everyone's messages. I'm just kidding. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. I want to know if you are on a low buy, no buy, slow buy, and if you have any tips that I didn't share in this video. I would love to know it. And please take care. Have a nice day, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and if you are into indie makeup or colorful makeup in general. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye. So for me, decluttering is a way to keep my collection full of empties. Not everyone has products. Not everyone has friends. Really unusual. What is it called in English? Will